Welcome back to our channel Programming Skill using C++. Now in this video we will learn write to number in file, and after reading from file same to numbers, display sum on screen. So let today's object is very simple, that is the addition of two numbers. However, it is assuming very simple, but it is too much tricky as you are first storing number in file and then you again reading and then doing sum and display. So we will start with the fundamental include files. The first file should be ifstream.h. So here no need of .h. This is must in Turbo C++. The next important header file is fstream.h. Again, h is not required. Okay, so very first you have to make namespace as a std. Then you have to start the programming coding through a main function. That main function should return a value. It is must. And then you have to make one opening bracket, closing bracket as a structured programming. Now here we will make three variables. One is x, y, z, as we want to add two numbers. So very first we will enter two numbers from keyboard. Enter x and y. Okay, so this is very simple as we are also making program in very initial stage here. So this is assumed you should know the logic, and that logic will be the very best for making a important tool. So here after reading we are doing addition of that two number and then displaying result on screen. So z is equal to z. Okay, so this is a one fundamental program. Very first check the running status so that you can get confidence as this will run and give the answer. Let the answer require two number 2, 10 and let 20. Okay, so you should get z is equal to 30. It means it is running, fundamental it is running. Now the question will twist. How to save this two number in file? Okay, how to save this two number in file? So here I have only the main file. We will make another file in which we will store that number. So very first what should we do? The step 1 already we completed, in which we used the important header file for the file management. Okay, so fstream basically it is used for file management. Now the next important after reading XY from keyboard. This is actually you are reading from keyboard. Now after reading, basically you required to store in a file. So very first we have to write in file. So what we should do first? Very first we will make one object of file. Of that stream is the ofstream. The object of this stream, let it be out file. Now this is become as a object, file object. Okay, now this object means this is basically known as our step 2, in which you are making a file object. Clear? After making file object, you should open file in write mode. So here file object is out file, and we will use open function in which we will write proper file name, let text1 txt. So this is nothing but you are creating a empty file. We will call it is as step 3. Now what we have already the two number. We have two number as a x and y. Then this number should write in this opened file. How we can write? This is very simple, like a cout concept. Here we will use in place of cout as a out file, and we will write. So as we are going for the writing concept, so we should use the operator as we are using in the cout. Let I am using the x and this y. Okay, so this two number after reading from keyboard. So this is our step called as a 4, and we are doing writing in file. Okay, writing in out file. That file name is text1.txt. After this writing, we have to close this opened file so that the proper action will be completed. So this will be out file close. Clear? So after this closing, we have to do the reading and addition and output. Later on that we will see. very first we will understand whether these values are saving in a file or not. So we will run this program and we will see 10 and 20 should go in file and save. Now here we are seeing is 10 and 20 although reach, but as we are typing 10 blank space 20, but here we are getting 10 and 20. Now the question whether this is one number or it is two number. So here we have to understand, because we require two number from this file. We said two number, but as we are observing here only one number. So maybe possible it may be the two number. So very first we have to also check. During addition we should check. So in that checking, very first what we have to do, we have to go step 2, step 3, step 4, and also this is step 5 in which you are closing. Okay, you are the closing file. So this 5 step anyhow we require. Okay, so here we are going in the second phase. This is the your first phase in which you are storing value in the keyboard. Now we can say this is the first phase. This is the first phase of your problem, first phase of our task. Now the second phase of our task, that is what? That is very first you read. In reading we required ifstream, and I am giving a one object name as a in file. This is step 2 of the phase, second phase. Now after that again you have to open. In that you have to use in file dot open, same file, it should be text1 dot txt. Okay, or here we can use the word dat. Okay, now this dat actually representing the file in the data concept. You can do the all arithmetic and the manipulations of the numerics. So here we are basically creating, in place of creating, here the word is creating a empty file, but here you should write opening old file, means something are there, it is the old file, in the old file, and called as a step 4. Okay, now after that we have to check in file, we have to check that is value of x and y, because I am very much in doubt whether we will get 10 and 20 or we will get 1020. So here we will use the cin concept. So in the place of cin, here there is in file. So we will use the same operator of cin as a x or y. Okay. You may get doubt, here we are taking the same values variable. So instead of same variable, we can take different variable name so that you will not in that doubt. So here you should use x1 and y1. After that you have to verify by seeing value on the console. Here you will use the verification of this x and y. Here I am using the verification x and y by simple x1 and your y1. And you may write x1 and y1 so that there will be no confusion. Between x and y, you should give the one space so that value will get a two value, not one value. Now after that, we will do the addition and the output the result. Before that, we are actually simply verifying. Okay. So in that verification or after that verification, what we should do, we should close our this opened recent open file. So this is again come as a, this is known as a your step. This is the your step for opening. This is the step 3, and this one is the step 4, and lastly your step 5. It is 5-step program. Always there are 5 steps. Anyhow, maybe 4 and 3, and minimum 2 will be there. One is the open, and one is the making object, open and close. 3 should be there. Okay, so this will be the your concept. Now we will try to get output. So all the best. Now we will see the actual result. So here again it is asking the two number. So we will give the two number 10 and 20. And after that verifications also there 10 and 20. In that here I am using the text in place of text, so we should delete this file, and we change our file name from text to date. Understand here we will do the numeric manipulation. So we will see the verification. Now in the verification, as I have entered 10 and 20, but I am getting 1020 and second is the 0. It means it is become composite number, not as a two number. So we should do some kind of separation here in saving these two number. So one simplest give a space or some end line, some terminator like that, separator symbols. So here I am using the one simplest space between these two number. So I should get 10 and 20 in the file also. Now here see we are getting the two number. One is the 10 and 20. Now we will see the exactly 10 and 20 and 10 and 20. And here we are getting the same concept. You can also use, instead of this space, you can use the /n. So in that your number should save in the separate line. One line, that is the 10, and the second line the value of y is 20. So here we are observing this is in this fashion, and we are getting anyhow the separation between two values should required. Okay, so here what we are understanding how to read and write the values. Now the simplest work is what? Your work in your hand, the values are there, x1 and y1, and you can simply get the output, the z is equal to z. You should get a two value. It is not a simple problem, it is indirect problem. You are introducing file here. The file is anyhow, it is our complex task in a programming. So here I am using the 10 and 20. I should get after verification, that is the z is equal to 30. Okay, it means This is our concept of the file handling. Again, we will run with the another pair of values so that you will 100% confirm that one is the 25 and second is the your 50. Okay, now here you are getting what is 75 as an answer. So here you are getting the simplest concept of this. Now next we will try this two number addition in the float data type. What will happen in the float data type? Simply you change instead of int as a float. Only two modifications are required. One here and second is that. Now we will again check whether it is giving same result like an integer data type. I have to check let 2.5 and the 5.5 I should get 7 point 5.5 case of that you get the 5.4 so that it should not round to 5 7 and 549 7.9 I should get. Now we will see, yes, I am getting the same concept. Y1 25 and the Y2 X1 is a 25 and Y1 is a 54 and answer is the 7.9. Now only we have to verify how they are writing the file. So here we are observing the same concept. Without file you are getting two number addition and with file you are getting the same addition. So that's it. Hope you understood the topic in this video. Please like the video, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to stay notified. See you in my next video. Thank you.